Jules, just talking about that though, what's your thoughts on how long a process like that could take, and could it actually get worse before it gets better?
Well, I want to believe that with a pre-season and a good summer in terms of recruitment, and again, I know it's a cliche, of course, but the sooner they get those players, the better, of course. If they can arrive on July the 1st, when the pre-season starts, it's much better than if they arrive on August the 31st, like Cristiano did last summer, for example. So that will be key, and then I would want to believe that even if Ten Hag cannot make miracles, and I think we all agree on that, you could see quite quickly, certainly structurally, then players make mistakes. We see that with a lot of the young, upcoming, very talented managers like Xavi, like Arteta, like those kind of guys, that even if structurally and tactically a lot of things make sense, if you don't have good players implementing your plan, then they're going to make mistakes and it's going to cost you games, etc., etc. But you would think that tactically and structurally you could see a big difference quite quickly. How quickly? It's hard to tell, but in terms of full results, having consistency over the whole season, being able to compete and win big games, for example, against top teams, I think we will have to wait for that. I don't think it's a big shift like we see with Conte or like we saw with Tuchel when they arrived mid-season at clubs like Chelsea and Spurs. This is way harder, even if he has a pre-season to work on, because the squad is so bad right now, and he's going to go through so many changes. If 12 leave and 12 arrive, imagine how difficult it will be for all those new guys to gel, plus the new manager, the new tactics and everything. I think it will take time. We can't say it's a year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 or whatever, but he will need time, and it will take time.
Don, let's talk about if 12 arrive, if all these new players arrive, because if you're a top player in the world right now, or at least a player with huge potential, and Manchester United don't finish in the top 4, but you know Ten Hag's come in, do you want to go there?
You read my mind, Kate, because when Jules was talking now, I was thinking Harry Kane, and I was thinking, you know, if Tottenham get top 4 and Man United miss out on top 4, does Harry Kane even want to go to Man United? Where maybe 12 months ago he was linked with Man City, and this summer the last couple of months he's been linked with Man United. Tottenham now are in a far better place with a better manager. There's more structure at Tottenham than there is at Man United. So it's a great question. It's a club that players will, especially young players, they'll want to join. They'll look at Ten Hag, they'll look at Man United, they'll look at the wages. They've brought players in the past like Alexis Sanchez, Ronaldo, Harry Maguire when other teams wanted them. So it's still a big club. Players probably don't really think, oh, I wonder how long it's going to take before we win trophies. They don't really think, oh, it might take 5, 6, 7 windows. It might take 3 or 4 years. They go there because they back themselves, they back the manager, they back the club to do the right thing. I would suggest they look at players like Christopher Nkunku, that sort of profile, where young, hungry players that are doing well, that wouldn't cost necessarily an arm and a leg, and then Ten Hag can try and mould these players. He shouldn't be looking for fantasy signings, more big names that everyone knows around the world, but you're not sure what you're going to get. These sort of, I said it loosely a couple of months back, and the lads ripped me when I said Galactico players, because half these Man United players think they're actually better than they are. So the profile of the player has to be perfect.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.